The wash lighting structure is arguably the first round draft pick when it comes to lighting for any mobile DJ or production company. So when SHEHDS approached me and asked me if I would like to review a light fixture, I figured a wash light would be a great place to start, as it's typically in every DJ and production company's arsenal of lighting. This is the SHEHDS Wash Zoom 36 by 18 watt red, green, blue, white, amber, and UV moving head light. It puts out a total of 520 watts and has a beam angle that varies from a tight 15 degrees to a larger 45 degree angle. It comes in at a significant 17.7 inches in height, 13.7 inches wide, and a depth of 8.6 inches. The light has a unique design with a thinner back, which I feel makes it look sleeker and modern versus its sibling, the 19x5 18 watt moving head wash light, which has been reviewed by various YouTube faces, and the light has proven to be a quality light fixture. On the back of the light, it has your standard DMX ins and outs, your power cons in and outs, as well as an off and on switch. All these items you would expect to see on a high quality night. One of the cooler items on this light is that it has an LED touchscreen display. The buttons are responsive and you can control the light from here. It also has various modes such as DMX, sound active, and auto mode. Because the wash light is so versatile, I wanted to see how this light would compare to what some of my competitors use in my area for wash lighting. Could this wash light help me differentiate between my competitors, and would it be good enough to compare? I did some quick Instagram stalking of my competitors, and here's what I found a few of them use to wash a dance floor. More than likely, some competitors in your area might use the same type of lighting fixtures. Some of the lights that I found my competitors use are 1. A par can light, battery powered, a gig bar, as well as a Wash FX2. So let's compare some of the specs and features, and let's see how the SHEHDS 36 by 18 holds up against some of these other wash lights. First up, we have the par can light. Now online, I found that it has 60 watts of power. It's red, green, blue, white, and amber, and UV. It also has a 30 degree angle of coverage, so fairly similar specs. However, the SHEHDS 36 by 18 light definitely has more power with 500 watts of peak power, so I would imagine this light is significantly brighter, but because I can't say that for sure, I won't make that claim. As of right now, it's just a theory. Its angle coverage is 30 degrees, which is pretty good. However, the 36 by 18 has a 45 degree angle of coverage, so it's a little bit more of a wash, and it moves around, giving you full 360 coverage if needed. One thing to note is that the par light is battery powered, so that could be an advantage. However, I would say that this light still reigns superior and gets the W versus the par can light. So next up, we have the gig bar light, which contains an assortment of gadgets and gizmos, but for this purchase we will compare the wash lighting effects. I have even seen some people take out the derbies and lasers and switch to all par cans. The par cans that come with the gig bar are smaller, they're 3.5 watts, and the wash is only at 13 degree of coverage. So even if you switched out all the lights to wash lights on the gig bar, that would only give you a total of 14 watts of power and 52 degrees of coverage. So in theory, it seems you may get a fairly wide coverage, but possibly not a lot of depth, as it may have less power to do so. And again, nothing moving, creating unique fun looks. Also these smaller lights are just red, blue, and green, and not the full white or amber or UV. So by not having as much power, needing more lights to do a farther coverage, and not having the full set of color wheel, I would say that the 36 by 18 takes the cake here and gets the W again. And finally, we have probably its biggest rival, the Wash FX2. The stats I looked up online said that the Wash FX contains 145 watts of power, a 65 degree angle of coverage, and I was shocked to find out that it does not have white or amber in its arsenal of colors. To me, that's a game changer. There's something to be said about having that true white or amber when you need it. Without a doubt, you're getting plenty of power and brightness with 145 watts and plenty of coverage with that 65-degree angle. So I can see why many go with this light. However, it still doesn't move or provide that fun factor to your dance floor, and it also doesn't have a zoom effect, which we haven't mentioned here just yet. The two lights are similar in price, but I would say you're getting a lot more features for your money with this Wash 36x18 moving headlight. Now that we've compared these lights and how they stack up against each other, let's see some live demos in action.
Alright guys, right here, watch me turn up the intensity right here. Do you see that? Look at that. Boom. Looks so good. It provides a nice wash. Check it out again one more time. Boom. Good frosted dance floor. I love it. What I also love right here from this angle is that you can really see the wash coverage angle. As you can see right here, it's providing just an extreme amount of coverage. Both of these are just providing nice frost for the dance floor. Now here's what it looks like with the couple dancing for their first dance. Again, just wonderful coverage, beautiful scenery. I could only imagine what these pictures are going to look like from the photographers. I wish I could show you them. If I get them, I will put them in here. Okay, so now let's look at some live dance floor footage. So because on this party here, we were dealing with the market lighting up top and we had no walls to bounce light off of, I found for best results at this party was just to point them at the dance floor, as you can see here. But I did do other looks throughout the night. As you can see now, I kind of have them going side to side. I think that's what that program was, kind of going side to side. Kind of fun, just different things. Right here, I think I kind of had them like on a sweep pattern. As you can kind of see, they're kind of going up and down here. Now here we are again back pointing on the dance floor, but look how like much coverage I'm getting from these lights. This dance floor was by no means a small dance floor, and it's providing wash. It's just covering this whole thing nicely. I don't know how many feet, but it's got to be at least 30 to 40 feet of dance floor, maybe at least 30 for sure. And it's just providing nice wash, and it's cutting through that market lighting, which is really hard to do. I'm going to give you an idea of just how bright it is once I turn off all these lights, and I'll show you in just a second. Alright, so take a look right here. Here's all the lights off, and look how bright it is. You can really see how bright the market lighting actually is once I turn off all the lights. So normally I'll turn off these lights to create some suspense, but right here it just doesn't. And then I put the lights back on. I actually messed up here, and I remember thinking like, oh, I wasn't supposed to put the lights back on, but that's okay. But you can really just see the vibe. It just creates so much a vibe when I have the lights on versus when I don't. Right here is kind of a strobe, kind of hard to see, but I'm sure if we were on the inside it would have been awesome if we had some walls to bounce off, but that's okay. So overall guys, I'm just really pleased with this light. I love the power, I love the functionality, and I think the results that you see here just speak for themselves. It's a quality light, and I look forward to using these in many more gigs to come. If you would like to purchase one, there'll be links below. You can use my affiliate link at no extra cost to you. And if you do get them, let me know what you think about them. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I hope these lights serve you well.